Hey there. Welcome to Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B Michael. Oh, wow. I can't believe it's time already. I know I gotta get my earbuds in, but I don't need to hear it right now. Anyway, yeah, we're just getting ready with all the overlays. Chelsea's been busting it out, man. Trying to do that, her job, and help as a parent. So she's doing a great job. We have a lot that we have to do around here, but I hope you guys see the new overlays, man. They're fire. Look at that. You did a great job, babe. And trying to get the kids together, get their food done before we can even get on here. You guys know how it is. Hey, we've been mostly on time on here. We're still on time now, technically, right? Are we not?
Yeah.
All right.
I started at 5:30.
We started at 5:30, so hey, we're good. And then had to get all this other stuff ready. But yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm trying to get this hat right. I think one of the kids stepped on it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the way it's going to be, I guess. Yeah, it looks like a little bent. Oh, wrong side. Oh, that's why. Because I keep bending the wrong side. All right. Everything's reversed. It throws you off.
It does.
I'm still not used to it. But anyway, we got a great show lined up tonight. I like the topic, and we'll see where it leads. Stop asking me what I mean by it. I mean by the way you take it. You guys always are asking me, what do you mean by it? Don't they say that all the time?
Don't we always explain during the show?
Yeah, we're just like, that's the way I'm taking it. I got to get that straight. It's going to bother me. Anyway, so yeah, that's the way. I mean, I take it the way I'm taking it, and you're going to take it the way you take it.
Yep.
So it's just really interesting that everybody's always asking me, well, what do you mean by that? Well, that's what I mean. I mean the way that you take it. You can take it many ways too, so it's not like just one way to take it. You can go biblical, you can go spiritual, you can go truther, you can go personal, finance. I mean, there's so many different ways you can take a lot of topics that we bring up, and things that we want to explore. And it is all those because it affects everything, right? So yes, it's all those things. And so it's weird when somebody asks me, well, what do you mean by that? I mean by the way you take it. Yeah, now see I'm off a little bit. I think it's got to be the camera is what it is. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna put the camera because it must have been the way that we had it set up.
Oh no.
What? Did that mess it up?
Yeah, you're crooked now. You're not centered.
Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out where it's marked.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Now I got to go this way.
All right. You get it where you want it. I'll fix it. Live editing for you guys. Have fun.
Yeah, I don't know how is it caught on something. It just feels like it's not in the same spot it was when we checked it earlier. There, I see, but now I'm off center. See, I should be here for center.
Yeah.
But wait, you got to do it. You got to move me. I can't. If I move it, it just messes the camera up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta move you.
All right, so you're gonna have to move me.
All right.
I don't know how does it move though. We did the check before. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how's that moving? Does that move everything else? You gotta go over to the right more. Because we're not gonna get the on air.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go more to my right.
Yeah. Okay.
Towards the door.
There you go.
Just a tad.
This is the work we put in.
It is. Like, we're trying to get this lined up. We did it earlier. We did a test live, and it worked.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put some stickers.
I think we're gonna have to put stickers like where to place the cameras. I'm serious because.
Oh shoot, that's as far as it goes.
We move it. I can go a little bit over.
That's it.
There we go. But it was fine before, so that's why I think it's so weird.
Yep.
I think it's the angle of the camera.
There you go. Stuck with it.
I know, but I think it's the angle. So if I can turn it.
Grand Rising likes your hat.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I do too. Except for I think the kid stepped on one right here. One of my. Yeah, these are great hats. We're trying to get the merch thing together too. We had something go on. If anybody's checking the website, it's the website we got working again. They had an update. Somebody had an update. Nobody's admitting to it. So that's a whole nother subject on the side. But yeah, one of them, like, we don't know if it's the website that, our host, domain name. One of them did an upgrade and nobody's admitting to which one. See how I'm off?
No.
Yeah.
I know. I think you know what? I think our camera's reset.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yes.
I'll have to fix that another way.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to fix that. Yeah. See, because I want to turn this like that. All right. Anyway, but yeah, so something happened and it dislodged first the website, then it was the website couldn't connect to the platform, then the platform and the store weren't working, right?
Right.
And we tried to reset them, so we're trying to get that out, straightened back out. It's just irritating. These are the things when you have high production, you have somebody that's in charge of each thing.
Yeah.
We are in charge of all those things, so it makes it harder. And then if somebody doesn't give us feedback, like we have some people that are friends of ours or that are followers of ours, but they never told us like the website wasn't working.
Yeah.
Or this isn't working.
Yeah.
Like they just think it's down for a second or something they did and they just move on.
Yeah.
But it does help if they say, hey.
Yep. Yeah. Like Daniel's like, hey, I can't log in. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's like, it just helps if you're like, hey, it doesn't work. Like I'm trying to get to look at, I have nothing. Where's my Google? There it is. This thing is driving me crazy.
In any case.
I forgot to bring the clicker of all buttons. We got all kinds of things going on.
I know. Hey, you know what? That's what happens when, that's like I said, you have all this time that people use to test this post or the post-production, pre-production, whatever you want to call it. They test it over and over again, but they have all day to do it, and we have like an hour.
Yeah, it's true. We had an hour at lunchtime to get this.
But thank you for everybody that helped out. We appreciate it.
Yes. And I don't get why.
All right. So then let's go ahead and introduce our topic, right?
Yeah. So you want to get into it? You can read it.
All right. So share this for TikTok and soon for everybody else. Our topic tonight is the reality of evil. So what is evil? Has the definition changed in the last 5,000 years? 550? Do words mean anything anymore, or have they become as fluid as water? Good cannot exist without evil, but how do you define one from the other? Where is the cornerstone is what is known as evil.
That's good. You wrote that good. She's a great writer, guys. I just give her the topic and she goes with it. And then what happens is, see, like people go like, how do you come up with these? Well, what happened is I've just been noticing a lot of stuff that drives me crazy. People don't want to see the truth because of biases they may have. And that's where it drives me a little crazy. Because now you're gonna overlook the truth because of race, creed, or color. And I think we got into that before, but it's the same thing as what's going on. Like there's only so much that you can do. Like President Trump, they really go after President Trump a lot, right?
Yes.
And like, oh, he's part of XYZ. Nobody said anybody's perfect. None of the prophets biblically were perfect. Hello. Paul, did all these things to the Christians. He was hunting them down and stuff before he turned, right?
Yep.
You have David, right? Everybody talks about, King David, but, he was a murderer for another man's woman. I mean, there's so many things, Noah was a drunkard. So, and Moses, was disobedient a lot. And he actually was an extra murderer too, right? In Egypt. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you have all these people that weren't perfect, but everybody tries to act like they were perfect. But even they said they weren't perfect. So, I mean, that's a good thing. It's like Trump. Yeah, he's not perfect, but he look at all the stuff he did say he was going to do that he did. Like he freed, people see Venezuela as being bad, but we know people from Venezuela that have family in Venezuela that are happy that he did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he went after the oil. Who cares? They weren't, the people weren't getting the oil anyway. They're by a non-elected dictator that we worked with bad dealers. That's what he did. He wasn't giving it to people, any of it. So who cares why Trump did it? The oil's not good anyway. I mean, but he got that done, and then people get mad at him. It's just really weird.
Yeah, and
they would rather have those other people in charge. I guess I have no idea what they mean.
Yes.
But all the stuff that he has done, that's good. I mean, nobody's perfect. Oh, he's on this side, he's on that side. Like somebody said, I was watching this video. Most people just have to worry about their own life. And this man, as president, trying to fix all these things, just him. I'm not saying he's perfect, but he probably has more responsibilities in 1 minute than we'll have in our lifetime. Anybody's president, that's what you get. You guys always point out what he's doing bad, but just imagine the pressure that they're under. And yes, you have people always whispering in your ear because you got to get things done. Mm-hmm. And And that's not even including safety. And I'm just picking Trump. You guys are making me stand up for Trump. I'm just telling you the flat out truth. It's just like, it's just very interesting. You know, it's just like a truther. If a truther tries to get bigger, people start calling them shills. And somebody called me a shill because my beard's half white. Who cares? And you know what? I'm sick of people giving the power of numbers and symbols to the people they consider being bad. It doesn't make sense. Who gives anybody the right to claim 33? Who? You guys do, because you guys keep saying it's for them. Why are you guys like bowing down and letting them have that? Why are you letting the alphabet people claim the rainbow, which was the promise of God, of Yah? Right? So his promise, you guys let them take it for pride, and now that you guys let them take it, you gave in to them. You're saying, yes, it's theirs. Why? Why do they get to claim their rainbows? I like rainbows. You ever seen a rainbow? They're pretty cool. Chelsey likes rainbows.
I do like rainbows.
But why do we just say, oh, well, that's what that means now? You know, I don't get it. It's like we give the talisman, the power. When you guys are saying, oh, that's the Illuminati thing, that's this thing, that's their number, that's this, you're giving them the power. Who gives them the right to take it? Only the people that keep saying it's theirs. What do you think? I'm sorry, I went off. Just a little irritating.
No, I think, because everybody, you always talk about this. Everybody puts people in a box. If you've met somebody, you put them in a box. We all do it. We put people in boxes. And what that does is it means this person can only do what I expect them to do.
Yes.
So they put Trump in a box, just him as an example. Like I said, we do this to everybody. And so he can only be a bad person because you have this opinion of him. And it doesn't mean he can ever do something good.
Yes.
And that's what we do for certain things. Like, people put you in a box. Oh, you're new and up and coming. You're trying to reach out to people. You got black and white. You try to use the number 33, so now you're a show.
Yes.
You're this, you're that. And the ironic thing is, the most of the time, I think probably 99% of the time, the people that do that are the people that have never met them.
Yes. Never met them.
And that's the thing that I cannot believe. We judge and we base our opinions of people based on never meeting them. We saw a video about this. We saw a video about that. Well, if you saw a video, all videos are rumor mills until you actually meet the person, right? Everything's a rumor mill unless you experience it for yourself. We preach this over and over and over. All of the truthers, like, how do you know? I proved it for myself.
Yeah, but they don't now.
But nobody does anymore. They take a TikTok video. They take a YouTube video. They take something else and say, I've proven it to myself.
Yeah, like we'll take Jeremiah Skiba and Rob Skiba, right? They're saying, some people say Rob Skiba was a shill, or he was this, or he's still alive, or whatever. Mm-hmm. I know his son, and I talk to him. I talk to him on the phone a lot. We message each other. I'm a mod on his channel, and I'm just a regular dude that met another regular dude, and his dad happened to be doing all this stuff for truth in the biblical text and research and trying to expand outside the bubble and to actually do something against Hollywood by making his own thing, like Seed. Like, he was doing a comic book, he's going to do an animated series. He was trying to do productions like the way Hollywood does it, but he had to get people donating money before he could do it. And guess what? The money doesn't go there, but guess what? All the people still donate to Hollywood through Netflix and all these other things, but they won't give a man like him or somebody like Vika the money to keep doing content. And that's what I don't get. It doesn't make sense to me. But then you guys will criticize these people. And getting back to that, I know Jeremiah. Never got to have the pleasure to meet Rob like I always thought I would. Didn't happen. But so for somebody to say that they are shills and XYZ, never met them because some guy put a video on there. And I'm like, dude, I talk to him all the time. They're like, no, he's not a real person. Like, what are you talking about, man? So he believes some third or fourth or 10th party person that made a video on TikTok saying that the XYZ is a shill. But I talk to him, and that doesn't override that. So he goes straight to a guy that actually physically talks to somebody, but he'll believe somebody he never met through a video about somebody. How's that even make sense for a truther?
It doesn't. Again, that's why they call them conspiracies, because you cannot prove it, or you have not proven it for yourself. We know something that might not happen, right? Like, we've had a lot of instances with pew-pewings, and we just know the official story isn't true. That's all we know. We don't know the official story. We can't tell you what we know because there's no proof, right? There's no 100% concrete evidence. All we know is it did not happen the way things said they happened. That's it.
Well,
but you can speculate.
Yeah, and that's why I'm getting it. What is the reality of evil? What is evil? See, because people think evil is just somebody doing bad things, but sometimes it's evil that can't recognize the people doing good things. Chelsey didn't know I was going to spin it that way.
No.
So right now.
You got
boom,
it. You got it.
Boom. And that's why I don't tell her everything. Look at her face. She's shocked. She never thought of it that way.
Nope.
Evil can be just you not recognizing somebody doing good. You're knocking down somebody that's doing good is evil. Especially if you're not doing and trying to push as much as these people are. They're out there in the trenches. They're out there putting themselves out there. You know, look how many people turned on Charlie Kirk. Regardless of what they think of his wife and all these other things and allegations of this or what, he planted seeds. He had more young people going. I know some people don't think voting's good, but worrying about voting, worrying about their community, worried about their moral value, picking up the Bible, and never preaching any religion. He just said, pick up the Bible, read it for yourself. Do your own. Isn't that what we do as truthers? Go find the research and do it for yourself. But you guys see him as evil. Have you guys ever touched that many people and got them to turn and plant seeds that they were actually doing something good for themselves? No. So who's evil? The guy that you're calling a character, or you calling that guy evil and not recognizing the fruit? We shall judge them by their fruit. His fruit was good. Yeah, good fruit. That's why like all these kids, all these young people all over the universities are growing and changing and marching for him and picking up a Bible, getting more moral ground. I mean, it's like it doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. So who's evil? See, the evil, if you say, oh, it's the devil, seems to be pretty easy, right? He's trying to get you away from the Most High, not to believe in the Most High. That's evil, plain and simple.
So I call him a scapegoat.
That's why they call him a scapegoat. But the hardest thing is that you or people don't recognize themselves calling somebody evil without evidence, knocking down the good that they are doing. Aren't you evil as well? Who's more evil? That's what I'm saying. People need to look in the mirror, man. It's like a jealousy or pride because you're not doing what they're doing. You're not putting yourself out there. You haven't been in the trenches. You're not going out to the universities. You're not talking to all the young people. You're not the one that's doing that. You're not doing the research like Rob Skiba. You're not the one that gave up a livelihood when he was writing books that were doing great. He had a ministry and he gave that all up. Why? Because he went to FE. He finally gave into all the evidence of the biblical cosmology. And then he lost a lot of people over that. And these people casting stones at him are just as evil. Not seeing the good in somebody that's trying to follow the truth, and that's all he's trying to do. So who's the evil one? I like to hear the panel. I like to hear anybody in the chat. I mean, like, what do you guys get? You guys ever think about it that way? Are the people casting stones at people that are doing good and seeding good fruit? How can somebody call them evil and still be a good person? Just think about it. Is that you? Are you doing that?
Yeah, and that's something we had talked about recently, right? Is a house divided cannot stand.
Yes.
Right?
That's why I brought that up last night, didn't I, to you?
Yes. That's why I remembered it.
I know.
So, but yeah, it goes both ways, right? We talk about this. All the constitutional people, right? If you want to call them conservative people that run a country, right? It's a very American thing to say a house divided cannot stand. But it's originally biblical. And because if you go check out, it's in Matthew, Luke, and I think Mark.
Mark, all three of those.
So it's in all three places, it talks about how the devil doesn't go against himself.
No.
Because a house divided cannot stand. And so when we are tearing ourselves apart, they don't have to do anything.
No. He's got to plant the seed of doubt. That's all you has to do. Like, check this out. You have Trump. How many people went against Trump, guys? You seen that? All the Democrats, all the people that like to unalive babies before they're born, all the Satanists, all the Luciferians, all these other people were attacking him. But you guys are calling him Satan or the devil or the Antichrist. Why would those people that you deem wicked go after a guy that you say is wicked? Wouldn't they just team up? Why wouldn't they just team up? It makes no sense. And it doesn't mean he's the best person in the world. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that you have to recognize when he's doing good things. Point out when he's doing bad things if you want, but you can't overlook the good things. And some things, you know, there's so much stuff that he has to do. I mean, in 4 years, it has been done for hundreds of years. 100 years. I mean, you guys want him to all and do everything from the past 100 years and think it's going to be easy. Nobody said any of that's going to be easy.
All right. You ready to take up some panel?
Sure.
All right. Just request up. Join the conversation. What do you think about reality?
And I just really think it's true. Like they never even notice or think about, hey, I'm casting stones at somebody that's doing better than me and reaching more people than me. But I'm going to be the one that does that and call him evil or them evil when they're not doing as much.
Yeah.
So who's the evil one? You're just trying to divide people, trying to bring somebody else down for doing good. It doesn't make sense to me.
We got 2 coming up.
Yeah, I see JJ and Aether. Yeah, it's just very interesting, and I like it when it's almost every time I bring a different side that you're not even thinking of.
This is true.
And I like it because I like the reaction of your face. Like it's never even crossed your mind that that's what happens.
Oh no, I'm used to it.
That's the reality of evil.
You do it to me all the time.
Because the reality of evil is that it's them. They can be evil themselves, pointing out that somebody else is evil.
Yeah, because I always quote all the time. When I was first reading Jordan Peterson, and one quote that always stuck with me that he had said is that we have to acknowledge the evil in ourselves. Again, this is not a direct quote. This is me paraphrasing. But basically, we have to acknowledge the evil in ourselves before we can tell it no. And I think that's really true and accurate because if you think that you cannot do the worst of humanity, then I think you are capable of doing it. You have to realize that you can and then decide that I don't want to be that person. I don't want to do those things.
Yeah, nobody looks at themselves. And that's really what it is. I mean, I think, was that JJ or somebody trying to talk? Go ahead, JJ.
Go ahead.
Yeah, shalom, me homies.
Hey, shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Yeah, I agree, Chelsea. Yep, you got to make that decision every day. And I agree with Paulino too. There is evil people calling out. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got an intruder. Boo Boo, it's okay.
I'll fix it. Oh, I think the light's off. The light turned off.
Yeah, the light turned off. He doesn't like the light off.
All right, let's test this.
But anyway,
New movie.
Do you guys know what I mean? Though, like so many people cast stones at people, and they're the evil ones, calling the other person evil. It doesn't make sense to me, but they never look at themselves ever. Like I never met Charlie.
It comes from disassociation too, and a lot of people might disassociate, and then their one character is very good and does all the things you're supposed to do all the time, and then they disassociate into another person so that they can do the evil things, and it doesn't hurt their, their inside soul, and that comes from trauma when they're little, they break them. And then your brain breaks into 2 or 3 or however many pieces, at least 2,
Yeah, and I just noticed like a lot of people do that here, right? So how many people believe they're good people outside of like social media, and then you get them behind here and they are just mean, evil. What they call them, keyboard warriors, things like this. How's that work out? So which one's evil? Like who's the real you? Like you just wish you could say this in public, but you can't. So now you're gonna bully people on here or call them names on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people would never do that to your face on the street.
That's right. So who's the evil one?
People are like very, very nice and beautiful people. Like 99% of the people don't want to go out there and just hurt someone or unalive them or whatever. They're got the laws written on their hearts.
Yeah. It's just It's just like I brought up Rob. I think it was right before you jumped in. I don't know if you heard it, but I had I had somebody tell me that he wasn't a real person, XYZ, and his son's not really real. And I go, what are you talking about, dude? I talked to him, and like JJ talks to him more than I do, and he met Rob, and he knows all the. It doesn't make sense. He would rather believe a video that was made by a guy that he never met, that's just doing these little hit pieces on people. And it included Rob in that. And I'm like, so you're going to take a guy you never met, blah, 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 and you're talking to me on here. And I'm telling you, I talked to Jeremiah. We have each other's numbers, man. And you're telling me he's not real. It doesn't make sense to me.
Such nonsense. These people get talked into this stuff, you know. They just start to believe everything that they see. Once you get woken up, then it's really hard to, you know, if you don't have discernment and the Holy Spirit, then just fall for a bunch of crazy stuff all the time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is looking at themselves. Look at all the work that Rob did do. And if you can't accept that he was doing good on his own time, you know, and his life was cut short, so every moment, like everybody should feel, is precious. He was doing all that work, staying up at night. He liked to work all-nighters and do all that stuff, but he was doing it for everybody that's here. Every time I mention his name, if he goes to, they go to his website or his YT or go see Jeremiah. I mean, that is the investment he did for truth. And I just don't get, like, people that can't do it will cast stones at people that are doing it, that put the work in, and it's just not right. Who, again, is the real evil? That's why I called it the reality of evil. And I didn't tell Chelsey the spin I put on it, because if you're calling somebody evil and they're doing good things, but you're not willing to do what they're doing, and you call yourself good, why aren't you doing it then?
Can you say that again? I misunderstood it.
Yeah, like, you know, like they cast stones at people that are doing a lot of work, like, you know, Rob Skibo or Charlie Kirk. It could even be Trump, some of the things he's been doing. But they'll call these men evil or shills or whatever you want to call them, but they're calling their good deeds evil, but they're not willing to do it themselves. And I think that's why they do it. They got to knock them down because they're not doing anything. So you have to bring the person down. And I think that's the evil part.
Yep.
So that's the reality of evil that I seen. I was like, because it just kept hitting me, and I'm like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these people calling people that are going out trying to do good things evil. And they still call themselves a good person. I'm a good person. That guy's evil. Oh yeah, you went and did all that stuff. You know, you're feeding the homeless, you're educating the youth, you're trying to bring moral value back, but that guy's evil. But you're not doing anything but talking bad about the guy doing the work. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but exactly what you just said, people talking, when it comes to doing, they fall their hand.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And that's why I say it's evil. That's the true evil. They could not say anything about the person, and that would be fine. You know, they don't have to go around promoting the person, but they shouldn't, you know, like knock them down on everything that they do or call them all these names. And it's like, so I picked different levels of what we would consider people, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like Rob was known, but he wasn't as known as Charlie Kirk, right? And Charlie Kirk's not as known as really as Trump. Right. Maybe now, but you know what I mean?
Right.
As Trump. So like, that's why I'm bringing those up, is because they've all been called names without no validation.
And maybe that's why it's called gossip, the mental poison.
Yeah.
Because it spread like a disease, like a cancer. That's I essentially this reality
awesome.
People would call it the vampiric consciousness. I think was it Carl Jung or Jordan Peterson was mentioning it, so I really like that description of like vampiric consciousness, because it just drains and sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, I just heard a whole bunch. I mean, it's been building up for the last few weeks. I've been telling Chelsey, this is getting on my nerve. Yep. All these people. I'm like, go do something then. Yeah. Do more than they did. And then somebody can call you a fake or whatever and see how you like it.
Yeah. it's like you said, we knock fame, I think, but being well known has both its pros and its cons, right? Is the pro is you're reaching people, so you are making a difference in people's lives, which is, it's a huge responsibility. But the negative is, like I said, the people that want to do but can't or don't, I would say, not can't but don't, and then they're the ones that they get jealous or wish they could, whatever the reason is, it's irrelevant, but they poo-poo on those people because they're like, oh, well, you're just trying to do this, you're just trying to do that. It's like, well, like I said, why don't you try?
Yeah, how do you reach people without gaining status and fame?
I don't
It doesn't make sense. And so the more you try to grow, how dare you? And that's why I was asking, remember that one show? I asked the guy, how big am I allowed to go with that you feel comfortable? Can I reach 200,000? And then at 200,000, it's okay. But if I go 205,000, it's getting too big. He's a show. 1 million. But then they want everybody to know the truth. So how's everybody gonna know the truth and nobody can ever reach everybody because they'll be called names?
Yes.
How does that even make sense?
Then you can never, then what's going to happen is exactly what you said. It's like, you're only going to go as far as everybody allows you to go, and then no more. So then that's it. The truth, the good fruit, it's done. It's done. You can't go any further because everybody says so.
Yeah.
Probably all of these people we're talking about, all they have is opinions and feelings. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What happened?
Oh, JJ just put in the chat that it's President's Day. I totally forgot.
It's what day?
It's President's Day.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot. I know. That's why I'm laughing, though. I'm laughing, though.
USPS is closed. So
That's funny. I don't work there no more, so I don't work there no more, so I forgot.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Sorry, Trump.
They ban 1,000 though. I don't ever want to bash them. But
No. I didn't have a problem with it. Management sucked. I mean, that's a whole nother subject. That's in the personal line. But otherwise, no, they're good people.
Yeah.
They're hard working. Dude,
But
it's hard work. It's hard
Sabbath
work.
day, so Shabbat Shalom.
It is Shabbat.
Everybody cares about the packages there. It's really, and I admire all the people that work there because they all take,
Oh, yeah.
real good care of everything. I've never had a package lost ever the whole time, and it's like UPS and FedEx, they bat like 50%. They lose stuff all the time, dude. It sucks.
And it's hard work, man. Being in all those elements and everything, like, UPS and all them, they're just dropping off packages. They're not walking house to house to house. Like, I had an all walking route, 15 miles a day. And that was my thing. So 15 miles every day. And before I became a regular, I was doing 23 miles a day, babe, on average for 2 years.
Yep, that was ridiculous.
I got 1 day off a month. Man.
Except for President's Day,
No, I didn't get any of that off.
You still work in the shop.
Well, yeah, it's just because of when you're a regular, you're protected by the union and the contract. But when you're a CCA is what they call them, you have to fill in for everybody else. So you're picking up extra routes, you're doing everything to keep them under 8 hours or whatever. See, so you have to work all the time. Especially when I did it, they lightened up because people started quitting. Right when I turned regular, they started babying them. That's a whole nother subject, but because they limited them to 60 hours. I was working 80 hours. So. Anyway, but they are hard workers. But it just makes, I just don't get it though. When people are dogging other people for doing the work that they're not willing to do and putting in the time, doing the research. I mean, this is time away from family, right? Friends, your children, your wife, your husband. It does. It takes a lot out of you. I'm blessed I have her, so she's with me all the time.
And lying about people is a sin, It's taking time away from your life. It's literally killing you, unaliving you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Joanne came up.
She is there. She might still be working.
Oh.
She's there, but she hasn't come up, so I assume that might be busy.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, there we go.
Speaking of the yeah. Oh, so JJ, did you see that? You jumped over. I'm gonna change the subject for another second. Did you go on the YT and check it out? The new layout?
No. Yeah, they're cool.
Did you see the new one or the new one? Because I changed it over, so once we go on TikTok, the layout's completely different than how we start.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's got two up, but
Oh yeah, the new layout's sweet. Even Chelsea's dad liked it.
yeah, we tested on him.
Nice. I'll check out the new one.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one we did at lunch. So you've seen it now.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, her dad was like, "Yeah, I can see it." What do you say? It's more viewer friendly.
Yeah, it was viewer friendly.
And I jokingly said, "I don't care about the viewers." And he's like, "Man." Yeah, but he liked it. He goes, he always thought our picture should be bigger.
Yep.
And the text should be bigger and everything, but he loved it. He said it's perfect right now.
Yeah. So I think
good.
we thought about it a lot and a whole bunch of things to fix, but I think it came out nicely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I can read everything and see everybody. It looks really good.
Nice.
Good, great.
Thanks. Yeah, so we're gonna run that one for a while. Hopefully, I don't think any more big tweaks. So.
Yeah.
And we did a new one for Facebook too. Is that up, right?
Yeah. It's running.
Yeah. So the new one, dude, that's my favorite one, to be honest with you.
That one, you know what's funny?
For a phone. That's my.
I had to get creative with it.
Yeah, that's like actually my favorite, I think.
Well, yeah.
If anybody's on or is available to that, oh yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Hey, bring me up and I can show you guys. We're gonna get off topic just for a second. I'm sorry. I gotta show Chelsea's hard work. You know, I do stuff too, but I have to hear her whine. That's my hard work. I'm just joking. No, I'm not. She's all right.
Okay, so I'm going to. I gotta do two things.
I got my first TikTok shout out today.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yay!
I sent around Meta. Found a little sample jar and she shouted me out. Thanks, Meta.
Nice. So that's what it looks like if you're on your phone, like on Facebook or something. You guys see it? That's the upright.
I like it. I like white feet.
Yeah.
You can read the
Oh yeah. Yeah. So because the phone is upright, so yeah, it came out really well.
So, you got to do it differently for every single platform. Right? You guys are busy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, they can't make it easy.
That's like when people go, "Oh, can you guys teach me that?" We're like, "No."
No.
You got to literally be an engineer. We had to become engineers. Audio, videos. Yeah, I mean, it took us a whole year. I mean, and we have a background and we know what we're doing. So that made it a little easier. But if somebody doesn't even know any of the ins and outs, it would take forever.
Nice. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Daniel. Ether. Great to see you guys.
What's he want?
I don't know, something on there. Oh yeah, I need to make shortcut buttons for this too.
Hello.
But yeah, getting back to the. Oh, hey, how you doing? Getting back to the reality of Evo. I don't know if you guys are listening, but that's one of the things that's been bothering me. People are just dogging down, knocking down all these other people that are trying to do good. Some are still here, some have passed away, and they just criticize every little thing that they do while they're doing nothing. They'll call somebody that's getting seeds that are planted, getting people involved. It could be on cosmology, biblical text, the government, how it runs, anything, and they'll dog them down. While they'll do nothing but dog somebody down. So who's the evil one? Is that the reality of evil? Is it the person casting stones while they do nothing? Joanne?
I think so.
Oh, I just got all this stuff in the car. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, we brought you up too soon. She's still working. You
No,
can
I'm
go.
not working.
Oh. Well, I mean, ready to answer, I guess. Uh-oh. Are you switching over to your... Do you have Bluetooth in your car? Yeah, a little choppy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now you're good. That's what they gotta master that. They gotta master the switch over. from phones to cars. They can get that down. But yeah, I just see a lot of that dogging down of people trying to do good, and it just bothered me. Especially being on here, I hear it more on here than anywhere. Only because we do have interaction. If you're on a panel, you can hear the host, or you can, so you could have 9 people dogging a particular person they don't even know at one time. And if you're on here enough time, you're hearing it thousands and thousands of times. And I'm like, what are you doing? So, Daniel, I didn't know if you want to comment on that.
Essentially, it's as quite simple as that. People like to keep each other in line, like in these urban prisons, and people cannot stand like a standout. The majority of people are just average, and they like to keep each other average.
Yeah, but why? There's got to be a reason, because they don't want to put the work in. That's the only reason why.
They like to lurk in the shadows, but don't look at them, at their own shadow.
Yeah, I guess I see, and I kind of get what you're saying too. Is like, so if you're a normal person, it means you're not okay with being just. You're not okay with what you're already doing, because if I see somebody outside of me, so we'll take you, Aether, right? So if we're just going about life and we're just taking care of our kids, doing our 9 to 5 and going, and you're like, hey, I want to do something crazy. All right, what do you want to do? I want to start a podcast. And you want to succeed, you want to reach people for whatever feeling that is. We should be saying, awesome, good luck, and we'll come watch it or support it how we can, like, because we know you, or you're our friend or whatever, right? But the opposite happens. And this is what I find interesting, like you said, is now instead of saying, oh yes, we want to help, what can we do? Or we want to watch it, or that's a great idea. People are like, I don't know if you should do that.
Yeah. That's what they say.
I'd rather watch this person. I'd rather go play pickleball. I know it's our best example, play pickleball. Like, we'd rather do something else than help someone succeed at something that's out of the ordinary. Like, they think you should not do that thing. You should not do a podcast. You should just do a 9 to 5 like everybody else. But then they complain about their 9 to 5.
Yes.
Well, putting in simpler terms, that would be, you should follow the script and don't dare write your own.
Yes, they've conformed to the 9 to 5. They even think, some people think you're insane if you try to start your own business, because they're used to like putting in X amount of hours and they get X amount of pay. But when you work and you have your own business, you're gonna probably work way more than that, and you don't punch out. So I just. It's very interesting, like how many people, especially when you're doing something like this, but they'll listen. A lot of these people that don't come on to even listen to us want my advice and will talk to me for like hours. Am I wrong?
No.
Like, how many people will talk to me for hours that don't come on here?
I've lost count.
Yeah.
On TikTok, off of TikTok, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they won't. Mm-hmm. They won't come on here. They won't even check it out. But they'll go on. They'll watch Joe Rogan or anybody else. Well, they won't come on here. But then they'll message me privately for advice again.
Yes.
So I just stopped answering.
And then they'll try to copy you as well. I've noticed that they try to copy you a lot.
Yeah.
Like when you go around talking to people, that like words that you say, things that you do, they copy you a lot too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and finish, Daniel. Sorry.
And talking about starting your own business, yeah, you don't clock out. There's no clocking out. Don't seem like you don't seem like you get a day off. Like I didn't know it was Monday. Even though it's been a slow week, I've been still trying to do other stuff on the internet. So it's like it's constant nonstop work, and so you're like, I mean, you got more hours in to try to make it work than, as you do working even. So even when your time off, it's awful busy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, like even with us, like we just figured out, like I didn't even think about it, but we're on 7 days a week, even if we don't do our personal ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're on 5 days a week. I'm on Vika's on Sunday and Chelsey reads on Saturday night for somebody else. So we're on every day somewhere. I was thinking people are having trouble coming on.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I see Kenneth on my phone, but I don't see him up there. So we might, if you have any issue, Kenneth, you might have to drop and come back.
That's what happened with Gabby, I think.
Yes, that's what happened with Gabby as well. But I was gonna say
he made it.
Following that with you guys is. Social media, this is kind of interesting. It turns things into a glorified high school, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
because people have, like you said, we talk about the bubbles all the time, and they have and inside their bubbles, they have their little circles. They have their group of, everybody has a group of people that they want to associate with, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it. There's people they want to learn with. There's people they want to talk with. There's people they want to hang out with. People they want to learn something from. However, I think, like you said, when they come up against somebody, there's circle versus circle, right? We see it's for some reason they're like, oh yeah, your circle's just not for me, but I like it. But that doesn't make any sense. It's like, no, you like the circle or you don't like the circle.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that made sense. You can tell me now.
No, you're fine.
That didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to.
It still made sense. If y'all can hear me, y'all just need a bigger circle. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's where we're headed for. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, people are telling.
That's all y'all gotta do. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it. I know. I got faith.
Hey, instead of circles, I would be using boxes. People are like, oh, I like the blue box. I like the blue box too. Look, they're in the red box. Ew, red box is bad. Yes, I agree. Red box is bad. They should come to the blue box.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this is, like, I think you can take all of our rainbow boxes and you can bring them here, and we're going to have some from the red box, and they will like some things and they won't like some things. So then we have another topic, and then you've got people in the blue box that like this topic, but the red box doesn't like the topic. And that's why we try to mix it up, because they like different things, and that's just people. They are interested in different things. They act a different way. And so that, I think, is where people get stuck. Bring this back around to the beginning, is they put these people in boxes, but they're also in a box and they can't acknowledge it.
Yeah, and that's exactly
I don't have a box.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't
I'm
count.
not a box.
Don't talk to him. He doesn't count.
I'm not a box.
And that's exactly the point when you mentioned the circle. I mentioned the box that you
Yeah.
basically, essentially, you are contained. You're not free, and you don't even know about it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, we talk about bubbles and things, but boxes is more accurate, I think.
Yeah, because even somebody asked me today on their live if I was going to change over to biblical cosmology, or FE, right?
Oh yeah.
Podcast. And I was like, no, why? Yeah, and they go, and I go, why? And he says, well, you're on Vika's thing. So I said, well, I was like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm not gonna mention any names because it didn't bother me, but it was just the truth. That, like, I was just like, no, why? Vika is trying to reach out past the FE. He is, because he knows you kind of get saturated and you can only reach so far because you get caught in a box or a bubble. I mean, you can only reach so far. And why would I just be another person that's doing the same thing as other people are doing?
Yeah.
I don't do that. I lead people. People follow me. That's why people copy me. And it's fine. It's happened my whole life. Chelsey's been there even in volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
My style, my way I play, everything. I can buy it. Oh, no. No, I am the leader.
You are a leader, so you can't follow a leader.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be anything. Anything I do, people just start copying what I do.
Yeah, and you've said it before. That's why people, they all want to be the chief, but you just can't. You have to pick a chief, and then you have to be okay with either being the chief or being an Indian, right? It's like you just pick one, and then you're okay with that. But they're not. They're like they act like one way, and they're like, but I want to be the other one.
I mean, I'll back the right people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not against that. I don't even have to be on top.
Yes.
But I always try to back the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Because those majority of people, they want the perks and the privileges of a leader, but they don't want the responsibilities and follow through the actions which you have to do to get there and to be what you need to be.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the songs I like that I just found. Everybody wants the crown, but they don't want to wear the scar. You know, or they want the crown and they don't want to wear the change. Because to wear the crown, you have to change, you have to adapt, you have to pivot, you have to keep growing, you have to keep pushing.
Yep.
And people just want that crown without the work. I'll take all the scars. I take all the change. I'm always adapting. I'm always moving. So I just think it's weird. It's like, look at Caleb just jumped in, and I hear people badmouth about him, and I think he does an amazing job. He's pushing the truth out. I like the way he does it. He tries to keep it. You know, once in a while he'll get upset. I do it too. Once in a while we're human. But for the most part, he's trying to keep it clean. He tries to keep it to the same type. You know, I want Globies in here. I want a Globe believer in here. And he tries to educate them. And then he boots them down. And he won't
put up with no nonsense either. I like that.
Yeah, I told you. See, so after I told you when you watched him, I told you. Yeah, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. I like it. So Caleb, hey, hats off to you, brother. Keep doing the work. I'll jump in when I can. I do like it, and I do watch him for like a little bit here and there. And
Joanne might too.
Yeah, well, Joanne likes to sleep on his podcast.
Sorry, Joanne.
He likes to be tucked in by Caleb, I guess. So, but that's a whole nother story. Oh, she's coming out.
She's going with a vengeance.
But anyway, yeah, it's just like I don't get why they knock him. He's doing such a great job. I don't see him doing anything bad. I don't know him personally, and from what I see on here, he's doing great. Let him go. I think again, it's jealousy. They got to pull him down because they can't do what he's doing. They can't reach the people he's doing. They don't have his knowledge, his intellect, the way he speaks.
Yeah.
That's on them. Do better. Practice. I don't know. Put the hours in. But sometimes you're just not born with it. And if you're not born with it, you got to work harder.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, shoot. I mean, that's what I did. You can ask him. I'm not horribly naturally gifted at, I think, anything. But
nobody tries harder than her.
But I do. I try really hard. Like, I was told in high school that I would never play D1. And I was bound and determined to do it anyway. And so I busted my butt, took every opportunity, even some ones that people thought I was absolutely crazy for doing. But guess what? I played D1 volleyball, and I got to play in the Sweet 16. So I got no complaints.
Yeah. Sometimes it just takes hard work.
Yeah.
Some people waste their natural talent, right?
Yep.
They do.
Seen that too. Yep.
You know, they don't do any practice.
Yeah.
And it hurts them in the long run. So, like, there's just certain ways that you get through life, but you still got to put in the work. You put in the time. You don't take anything for granted.
Yes, I think I told you one time I remember it was a poster on my sister's wall. It said, "The best thing for evil is for good men to do nothing." I think you left already.
Yeah, you
I can try though, Joanne.
Yeah, you should have had that. That's hilarious.
I think you left already, but good try.
That's good.
That was funny.
You should just leave it up.
That was worth it.
That was worth it. You got to show them that at one point.
All right. So now that we've done a lot of talking, who has not answered? Say Aether and JJ have answered. Did Daniel?
I think Daniel answered.
Daniel answered. So we got Kenneth, Bud, and Joanne.
Yeah.
So what is it to you, the reality of evil?
Who else? Who wants to go first? Anybody?
The reality of evil for me is cutting down good people trying. When people sitting there with their Monday night quarterback chair, they've got all the answers, but no desire to get up and move, to do something, to create something or make a change, but they have all the opinions. That's evil.
Yes. I love it. She's been
somebody who gets up and tries.
Oh yeah, for sure. Unless she's been listening. You know, because like if I wouldn't have said that, people would have took it a different way, I think.
Oh, I 100% agree. I took it a different way.
I know.
What did I forgot what I said already.
Absolute evil is just the dogma of just beating someone down who's just trying to exist, who feels like they have something they want to share, because our fruits are not for us. Our fruits are supposed to be shared with the world.
That's right.
So if you have a God-given talent and you're not sharing it, you're living sinfully. You're living not to your fullest potential.
Selfish. It is selfish. Yeah, if you can use that and reach more people to plant good seed, I mean, you should be doing it unless you're just wasting time, wasting your life. So I totally agree. Great. I like that. Mm-hmm. That's why we like you up here, Joanne. And we like your shirt.
I'm so important. You're the new time, my hour getting off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah.
All right. Next is either Bud or Kenneth. Kenneth was technically up here first. However, I had a discussion with him in the chat, and he hears but does not listen to anyone. So, I guess he said he doesn't listen to anybody. I go, why are you here?
Yeah, what you talking about? He's everywhere, but he never listens.
No, he doesn't listen. He just hears. So, what do you think, Kenneth?
I hear you. I hear you, but I don't call anybody evil. I don't think I've ever called anybody evil. But there's evil things out there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't listen to just anybody. That's what I was trying to say, I guess, is I hear you, but I ain't got to listen to you.
I like it.
I like it. But you've been there where like somebody's dogging down somebody that's trying to do better. And
I'll build you up before I tear you down.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially the people, like I said, that we don't even know. Some of these people, they just go by rumor because these people that they may be talking about are famous. You don't really know them. You don't know what they do when they go home. You don't know what they do at night. You don't know any of that. It's all speculation and rumor.
Right. Imagination.
Yep. And they'll dog them on it, you know. Every little thing, they'll freeze frame them. But they'll ignore all the good fruit. Oh, go ahead.
They'll fantasize about that, right? Like they have their own fantasy about something and then find out, you know what I mean? It's different. It's not even that way at all.
Yep.
But they judge you on what they just see. Yeah, it's kind of a sad thing. It really is.
It is.
It's people that say, I wouldn't have done it that way. I wouldn't have done it that way. I feel like the most insulting thing that you can say, I wouldn't have done it that way. You didn't do it at all.
Right. Yes.
Had somebody do that.
100%. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I agree. I 1000% agree. It's like, okay, well then how, like, you're like, okay, show me how you do it. But they won't.
Yeah.
That's why I you know what's funny? Like, everybody watches somebody, right? Whether it's podcasts or TikTok lives, Facebook, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everybody watches somebody. And everybody thinks it's easy. That's why, like, you got all these videos. It's like, oh, you don't even have to put your face on and you'll blow up. Oh, you just do this nameless thing and you'll blow up. Just put a hook video, you'll blow up. And, it's not as easy as that.
No, none of that's real.
No. Nope.
Pay them enough money and they'll show you how it won't work.
Yeah. I think 1% of people, I think that will work for. And they'll blow up and they'll do exactly what happened. And 99% of people will not, and then they'll call it a scam. But it is not a scam. It is just not that easy. It takes work. Everything takes work. Living takes work. Growing food takes work. Cleaning takes work.
Yeah, I'm not those people. They try for, let's say, the week, and it didn't work, so it must not work. It's a lie.
And when you said about the blowing up part, etc., and that exactly brings me to my initial point. How can you blow up if you're just average?
Can't.
There's no authenticity, no grind, no experience, no wisdom. How can you teach other people when you don't know nothing yourself? How?
Yeah. I'm gonna say one thing, and then we'll get to Bud. He's been waiting patiently as usual. But that's kind of like something Paulino had said is. Oh shoot! I lost it. Dang it! It was so beautiful. What did Aether say? Something about doing something.
Oh, you're trying to be so nice, thinking about Bud.
Yep.
Threw you off.
I threw me off.
What'd you say at the
It
end,
happens.
Aether? Maybe that'll trigger her.
I had an absent-minded day.
You have, actually. Started last night.
Oh yeah, I did.
I triggered enough people today. I'm good.
Aw, dang it. It was something good. I don't remember. Something you had said recently, even. But
I only say good things. So that's why it's so hard for her to pick.
it's true.
Oh, funny. That's a good clip.
Yeah, you want proof I've been absent-minded this weekend? I left the ice cream out for about 3 hours.
I want to see how it flies up. I keep missing when it flies up.
It melted into
on Rumble.
milkshakes.
Yeah. I was like, you left the ice cream out like 3 hours later.
I had it out and I was like, oh no, I forgot to put the lid on. I need to put the lid on and put it away. So I guess I put the lid on and then put
Yeah, the lid was on.
Yeah.
She did that part.
I did that part.
It was hilarious.
All right, Bud, you've been waiting patiently. What are your thoughts on the reality of evil?
Really stems from our opinions.
All right.
And most of us have an opinion that isn't based in reality, because evil, by its very nature, is assessed by a standard. And if your standard is some kind of, like Eve had an opinion, right? She was right about what she said. She was not right. Okay, so she was evil. And most people don't get that unless your opinion lines up with Scripture, you are wicked. In fact, we are so wicked, we are so evil, that in 1 John, or John 1:9, it says that if we sin, and we should confess our sins, He's faithful and just to forgive us of our evil, our sin, and cleanse us, take us out from all unrighteousness. In other words, you're so wicked, you're so evil, that even when you remember that, hey, I sinned against the Most High, I sinned against this person, that there's so much background crap involved that God in His mercy goes, okay, you confess the sin that you really knew about, but I'm going to actually forgive you of all the crap you're not even thinking about because you're that wicked. And most people don't realize that it says that our best, our most righteous moment in our life, that if we stood that righteousness up to the Most High, it says our best is like a used menstrual cloth. And it is disgusting, and it's designed to bring disgust to what our best is like. So I think a lot of it comes down to when Christ says, be transformed, in other words, changed by the renewing of your mind, how you think. And I think that's a big reality, is that the most wicked thing in us sometimes is our thoughts.
Yeah, because right, the things that we say, right? We've talked about this before. It's like people will show you who they are. Just give them enough time, and it always comes out of their mouth.
100%.
And to add, and again, everybody's mentioning opinions. When it comes to opinions, they go hand in hand with feelings to fuel each other.
Yep. So with that, we have run the panel. So what we are going to do is we're going to bid a fond farewell to our other streams. TikTok, you stay right here. Everybody else on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook.
Hey, I gotta do a new ending.
Yeah, we gotta do a new ending. We'll work on it.
Dang it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, guys. Before we go, I'll go. I'm extremely tired. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Have a good live, and have a great evening, everybody.
All right.
You too.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right, farewell.
Yeah, I got to make a new one because we used to say continuing on or at theflatouttruth.com. I got to change it
Yeah,
to
we got to
continuing
tweak it a
on TikTok.
Yeah.
So when we say goodbye to everybody everywhere else.
Yes.
Dude, it's fire. I don't even want to let these go.
I wish this was on here.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I was watching Facebook's fire. Joanne, did you see Facebook? Yeah. Did you go on there?
It is. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry, I'm gonna toot my own horn, guys. I'm sorry. It turned out better than I thought. But in any case, I need to go back to you and me.
Like I said earlier, it's very Rumble-esque.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm looking at it.
All right, so we're gonna get rid of our other streams again. TikTok, stay right there. Thank you so much. We do have to bid you a fond farewell, but don't forget to
join the flatouttruth.com, the private platform. Go there. We are working on it. We have some technical difficulties, but you should be able to get on the platform now. So yeah, let's go there. Join the Curiosity community. And I said, as soon as I get time, I'm moving some stuff out of the free part. So you got to get it while it's hot. You're going to have more information in there, the post and everything. So we're posting new stuff in there every day. And there's always something in there. And you guys can contribute and let it grow, make it grow. Help it grow. So that's my spiel on that.
All right. And last but not least, don't forget to like and subscribe on all of our different channels. If you don't know what those are, head to theflatouttruth.com and it does have them all listed for you. And last but not least, check out JJ's Garden. JJ's over here on TikTok in the chat. He sometimes shows up on YouTube as well. But he has jjsgarden.com, which is a place and a website where you can get all homegrown, healthy, organic, anything from hair care products to natural remedies. One of our mods, Paul, is hooking him up with JJ, so hopefully we'll hear his story soon on some of those products. Maybe he'll get a review. But use the promo code TFOT for a good deal.
Yeah, and JJ is right up there in the corner. If you guys want to follow him and get into his bio, and you can contact him as well.
Yep.
Good guy. Good guy. Nobody makes.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Oh yeah, nobody makes a product better than him. I want some vegetables from this guy.
He sings to him.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can get a better vegetable that's been sun too.
I'm gonna sing to mine when I do mine, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make you sing to him.
Wow.
Tender love and care.
That's amazing. All right, guys. So thanks for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
As always, be safe.
Be well. And that's the flat out truth.
Thank you.